10 super brawlers in the game, 10 facts about each of them. Give a like, subscribe, and watch the video all the way to the end. Jessie. Jessie's voice actress has also done voice work for major films. For example, she had a small voice role in Disney's movie Elemental. After the first bounce of her attack, the projectile loses 530 damage, and after the second bounce, it loses another 530 damage. Red Dragon Jessie is the only skin that has the rare skin, the red. The Jessie Mastery icon doesn't have this on it. I don't know what it's called, but you can see it for yourself. On every skin, Jessie has at least a little bit of yellow color. In Jessie's animation, her tongue touches her eye. In the preview, Jessie's hair is a bit darker than it normally is. From September 2017 until September 2020, Jessie didn't receive a single nerf. Instead, she got a total of 12 buffs. Pam is Jessie's mother. Red Dragon Jessie was added to celebrate the release of the Chinese version of the game, Dynamike. Do you know what Dynamike has under his helmet? I, for example, had no idea, but he has a canary there. Don't tell me you knew that. There's no way an average Brawl Stars player could know that. Or could they? Dynamic has the longest player title in the game. Dynamic doesn't have a helmet in his preview image. The longest jump using Dynajumps was 34,692 jumps. Don't ask me how that guy managed to do it. I don't get it either. Honestly, I'm just happy if I managed to hit myself with at least one Dynamite. Dynamic was the very first brawler to have a skin from every rarity. Dynamite has the most skins out of all the super rare brawlers. In 2021, Dynamite was moved from the throwers group to the damage dealers group. The Moldy Mike skin is noticeably fatter than the other skins. Originally, you defeated 3 Dynamics in the tutorial, not today's robots. With the classic skin, his canary sits on top of his helmet instead of under it. Tick's voice actor, Martin Schoyoler, voices other in-game robots. Per his description, Tick follows Penny like a pet. Tick was in the game files since beta and was originally meant to be a mythic brawler. Tick hasn't been buffed for nearly 4 years. There was a bug in the game that made Tick immortal in game modes with the ghost modifier. King Crab Tick is the only Tick skin with a frown. Backup Mine was his original gadget, but it was replaced by the Mine Mania gadget. Tick has the lowest health in the entire game. The last Hurrah gadget used to work so that Tick's shield blocked all damage. Today, it only blocks 50% of the damage. 8-Bit Virus 8-Bit was the first skin with its own unique voice. Extra Life was the name of his star power, which gave him 1 extra life in every game, making it extremely OP. 8-Bit received his first buff only 6 months after being added to the game, while during those 6 months, he got 5 nerfs. 8-Bit has the lowest average number of words in his voice lines out of all the brawlers in the game. 8-Bit is the only brawler in the game whose name contains a number. 8-Bit's piano has Barley's bottle on it. This pin is the only pin in the game where you can find an uwu face. 8-Bit is missing only the last skin rarity, Mythic, to have a skin from every rarity. 8-Bit's player title is a command that restarts the old Commodore 64 computer. His cheat gadget had a bug that allowed 8-Bit to destroy his own damage booster. Rico. When Rico was first added to the game, he only fired 4 bullets with his normal attack, but shortly after Rico's release, this was changed to 5 bullets per shot. Rico is a gumball machine, or a ball dispenser, or whatever the heck he is. Rico was the 2nd anniversary skin for Brawl Stars. Rico and Piper are a couple. It used to be just fan speculation, but it was later confirmed. In his description, Rico mentioned space, which is probably a reference to what Brawl Stars was originally supposed to become, a space-themed game. The gold medal Rico skin was reworked and its name was changed to Loaded Rico. Loaded Rico was originally supposed to be a skin for just 30 gems. Originally, Rico was called Rico Chet, but later his name was shortened to Rico, and he was also completely reworked. Every time his bullet bounces off something, it travels 2 blocks farther. Rico's Bouncy Castle gadget is one of the fastest possible ways in the game to heal yourself. Daryl. Daryl used to be able to get stuck on water. Daryl originally looked like this. Thank God they redesigned him. He used to look really terrible before. It takes Daryl 0.608 seconds to fire one of his attacks. Daryl has had the most balancing changes out of all of Brawl Stars. When rolling, Daryl used to have a 90% shield, so he was almost impossible to kill. In the beta version of the game, if Shelly landed her super attack well on Daryl, he would start flying. Omega Box Daryl was a free skin. Daryl's super attack charges in 30 seconds. Daryl's catchphrase,
"You see me rolling,"
is a reference to the song Readin'. If you build a map full of skulls and pick Daryl, he will roll very quickly and also very far over the skulls. Penny. The Penny Mastery player icon has a cracked skull on it, but nowhere else does she have a cracked skull. Smuggler Penny was historically the very first Power League skin. Penny has had the most balance changes and adjustments in a single day, with a total of 13. Penny's cannon looked something like this in the previews. Penny appeared only once on a loading screen in December 2021, and she was far in the background, so she wasn't really visible. Penny's description used to be very poor, which is why it was revised. Regardless of distance, her cannonballs land at the same speed. In 2022, Penny's cannon received quite a significant upgrade. You can now see where her cannonball will land. Her trusty Spitglass gadget can hit up to 17 enemies at once. Judging by her appearance, Penny is about 13 to 15 years old. Carl. Carl is a robot who is interested in rocks and works in the mines. Carl was the first brawler to manage to beat level 16 in the boss fight. In the early days of the game, Carl was in the sharpshooters group. A month later, he was moved to the fighters group, and about 2 years after that, he was transferred to the damage dealers group, where he remains to this day. Like all the original brawlers, Carl also had a 3rd star power planned, which would have allowed his super attack to destroy walls. However, these 3rd star powers never made it into the game. Carl's attack used to return much faster, but this was later adjusted to its current form. If you hit a wall with his pickaxe, it will return to you faster. Carl is the only robot in the game who doesn't really sound like a robot. Carl is the fastest brawler in the game. Well, if we take his super attack into account. In Carl's official concept art, you could see that he pulls his attack back with a rope, but that didn't make it into the game. There was a bug in the game that allowed Carl to get through walls. Jackie. Jackie is the most toxic and aggressive brawler in the game, and that's because of her voice lines. With her powerful super attack, Jackie creates holes in the ground and enemies fall into them. Technically speaking, thanks to her hardy hard hat star power, Jackie has 2000 more health at max level because she constantly receives 20% less damage. Pneumatic is defined as a device operated by air or gas under pressure. The reason I'm saying this is that her gadget is called Pneumatic Booster. This means that when using this gadget, Jackie releases some kind of gas or air. Jackie's uncensored vulgar voice lines are in the game files. Her rebuild gadget can repair broken skulls. Jackie's super attack used to have a slight delay after being used. This means that the super attack didn't activate immediately. Jackie was the first brawler in the game who didn't have a damaging super attack. Just like most other speed boosts, Jackie's speed boost also can't be combined with any other speed boosts. There was a bug in the game where Jackie would only deal 1 damage at the edge of her attack. Gus. Gus received 3 buffs before he was even added to the game. According to his old description, the balloon chased the dog for so long that it eventually got lost forever. This description was very creepy, so they changed it. Gus is not a ghost. Gus is the last super rare brawler added to the game. Gus lives in an abandoned train underground, which explains his obsession with ghosts. His balloon contains a ghost. His shield decays by 5% every half second. Gus can have up to 10 ghosts on the map at once. I love Gus, which in Czech means Miluju Guse, translates to Amo Gus in Italian. His ghost used to explode and cause knockback, but that was later removed.